Welcome to Honest Violets. Today's topic is wandering Jew plants, and if you have seen my previous video that I will link here, first of all we had one plant with three long branches, and of course we could have planted it just like that, but it was not beautiful and it would not grow into a bushy plant. So what we did in the last video is that we actually cut the three stems into 11 cuttings, and now we're going to plant them. Before jumping into planting this wonderful plant, I would like to tell you a little bit of the steps what we're going to do and tell you a little bit tips and tricks about this plant, how to grow it into a bushy plant. So, well, first of all, here we have 11 cuttings that have already wonderful roots, and this is actually within 10 to 14 days, so they had no roots at all, but in water you can see that they have lots of roots. I'm going to use this soil, this planter for now, and I will put this just into this ceramic decorative pot just to make it more beautiful. And I've chosen this wonderful one with, pink one with butterflies. I think that the colors will really match and it will be really wonderful, and also the size was the perfect for this one. This is actually one of the best plants for the beginners because it grows very quick and it's really easy in maintenance. So, but for now I will plant this just in this pot for maybe 1 or 2 months, and when it starts to grow and in a couple of months when I see that the pot is full of roots, I'm going to repot this again in a hanging basket, and I will show you where I'm going to hang this plant from. Well, this is just a secret, don't tell anyone. It will be hanging from my ceiling in my living room. But okay, don't tell anyone. Alright. So, first of all, choosing a plant and choosing a pot for your plant. Rule number one, it needs to have holes. Even if you choose a ceramic pot, there are lots of ways of drilling holes in your, even ceramic pots, yes, even glass, you can drill some holes. If you don't have a drill, there are lots of other things. Please watch on YouTube, there are many people who do it so successfully. As for the soil, so I'm using the German Augustiner company in this case because I really like this soil. It's a universal soil. It can be for most of the plants. Of course, there are special plants, special soil for different special plants. Like for succulents, we have special ones. For bulbs, we have special ones. For roses, for all other types of plants, we have different types of soil that you may choose if it's available in your area, of course. But if not, then you can take universal soil as well, because this plant is really easy growing plant. What it just needs: warm conditions, light, not direct sun, and water. And the soil, it should be, of course, a good quality soil, and this particular one has even organic fertilizer inside of it, so I'm not going to fertilize it for the first month. And actually usually it's the case with all plants. Whenever you plant or transplant or repot your plants, for the first month you don't need to fertilize them at all, because usually in the soil there are so many nutrients that the plant, especially when they don't have that much roots, is absolutely enough for the first month for your plant to get the nutrients and grow pretty well. And after 1 month, after the first month, you can start to fertilize it. Well, I prefer, of course, liquid fertilizers, but it's totally different topic for another video. And this soil, the pH of this soil is 6.5, which is absolutely good for this kind of plant. Okay, and now the most interesting part, I'm going to take this plant out, all these 11 parts, all these 11 cuttings, and show you their progress within these 2 weeks. Well, as you remember, if no, I will put the link also in the description below for people who haven't seen it and may want to find it and have a look at it. So from all these long and leggy stems, we had 11 cuttings, and none of them had actually growth. But now, as you can see from all these nodes, even in the water, this plant has already given, another stem, and it's like going into growth. Here is our pot. I'm going to fill up a little bit of soil here. The soil, for you to be able to work with the soil easily and more comfortably, the soil should be a little bit moist, so not wet. If you squeeze it it should not stick together. See, if I just shake like this, it falls apart. And it's just like this. So this is the perfect condition of the soil. So you put the soil here a little bit, and then you try to move the soil and place the cuttings, not damaging the roots, not squeezing them, but you just make a hole with your finger and try to arrange the plants. I'm going just to place them one next to each other and make a nice arrangement here. Well, now I'm going to plant all these 11 cuttings together. And why? The reason for this is because I want to have a bushy plant which will grow all around the pot and will be growing big and hanging from my basket. And the last one. Good. Now what I do, now that we have this kind of plant here, I'm going just to add a little bit of soil. Just from the sides. Perfect. This is how I like it. Now we have this wonderful wandering Jew plant here, or Tradescantia Zebrina actually, the Latin name. And what I'm going to do is just to water really well so that the water comes out of all holes of the pot. And I will put it here in this decorative pink pot. Actually, let me see how it will look like. Do you like it? I do. It's really nice, and you can imagine if it grows a little bit and it's already hanging on this pink background, I think it will look really nice. So what you should do after you plant it, after you water it, where to put our plants? Well, of course in a warm place. Well, now it's spring, everywhere is warm, but also you will need to choose a place which is really bright but without any direct sun. And even though this plant can tolerate a little bit of direct sun, well, not this burning and scorching sun, but like really, you know, just a little bit of direct sun. But for the first month, I would not recommend putting it under the sun at all, because it still doesn't have established roots that are growing. They are taking the moisture really in a proper way. So maybe this will be a little bit stressful for your plants to establish. But for the beginning, try to put it in just a bright place, warm place, water it, just keep it moist, and try to, every time that you water, try to make sure that the whole soil is properly moist for the plant. And then you will see growth already in a couple of days. So this much for this plant today, and I'm going to show you later how it grows and how I repot it into a basket and how I hang it from my ceiling. But that's another topic, and for now, stay patient about plants, grow wandering your plant, and see you next time.